When the days are above freezing and the nights are below freezing, it's time for us again to tap the maple trees. We're just doing one this year. I thought I'd give a progress update on the seedlings that are growing indoors. March is not a seeding time for me, so I have plenty of time in March to look after the ones that I did have to seed in February to get them going. First, I'm making Bruce and I a smoothie. We're so lucky to have so many berries and store them in the freezer. And I do not need to make cakes or muffins or pies too often, so we really enjoy a smoothie. It's a dreary day, so it's not that bright in here. The lighting's a little off. But this is the plants upstairs. We'll start with the hot wax. There's another one I can pick. This plant's really been happy here. Lots more coming. A little bent one. Don't know why he's growing bent. And a couple more back there. And still loving it. He's got more flowers on the way on all of these. So that's great. I'm enjoying those for cooking. Now here we have these two varieties are Scotia, and the two in the middle are beefsteak bush. So 4 tomato plants here, and I'm just intertwining them up one cage, which I give a shake. They self-pollinate, but it doesn't hurt to shake them. And it's just coming into all its flowers. Lots and lots of flowers. So I'll keep you posted on hopefully some fruit that will in fact hang on. I've grown Scotia inside well, but I've never grown the beefsteak bush inside. But boy, he's flowering. And there's some around the back. The Scotias are flowering also. And we'll see. Then this is either the red Thai chili or the cayenne. I'm really not sure what this plant is, but it's continuously blooming. Very healthy and happy. I'm monitoring constantly for any signs of pests, which is the big nemesis to indoor growing. But it's been feeding us well. I eat them green also. The red ones I grind, but I've had so many on this plant that I'm using them in, say, scrambled eggs, things like that. Now this pepper plant may go out the window because I need my growing windows for the plants that are coming for outside, so it's not doing anything. I think this might be the Carmen. It's got a big trunk on it. It's starting to grow, but not doing anything, so I need the real estate. He may go. But yeah, this one it's great to have. So, my indoor monsters upstairs. Okay, oregano has not moved. Those little shoots are still there. I'm going to be buying oregano herbs. I can see it. That's one thing I don't mind. I don't buy any vegetables or plants from the stores, but I will get a herb now and then. Rosemary's doing well. Awfully tiny, but doing well. This is the tomatoes I spoke of the other day. So I did start those. They should be fine. Notice I don't use heat mats or any of the propagator lids. I don't know, I can't be bothered. I don't like them. This is Lancelot leeks. It was my second set. Don't know what this is. I'm not sure. I'm seeding something. This is my cucumber, who... There comes my air, by the way, the noise. Is still looking sort of healthy. I use a paintbrush to pollinate. But the leaves look like they have a fungus. That's not good. It will affect the fruit. There's nothing I can do about it. I'll monitor it and leave it for a little bit because it's still a healthy little plant and it's meant to go into a big pot I have. But that could have, as soon as I put the water in this potted on soil, I assume that's where the fungus came alive from. Not good. Tiny Tim and Sungold. So those are my cherry tomatoes. I've started those. This is the last of the celery and celeriac. I had potted it all on, but these were just some seeds still coming up. I don't really need them, but if I find room, I will pot those on also. Over here, this is my lettuce. We just ate some again, day before yesterday. I will soon be just dumping those. I'll pull them all out and we'll eat them, but this is prime real estate. This is my best window for growing things that really need sunlight. So that's peppers or little tomato seedlings, and then eventually squash. We have 2 blue spice basil there. I love that for tea. I don't know what I've got going here. Oh, I did find the proper basil, so I've just seeded that. Hopefully it will come on, because I bought the wrong one. This is my rally leeks, due for a haircut definitely, but looking beautiful. Yeah, they're looking really good. This is that pepper plant. Yeah, he's opened up in flowers now. Really healthy little fellow. This is because this window. When you find a window that really works for you, go with it. And I have to mention again, I cannot live without these. My girlfriend was just asking me what they're called. Sticky yellow traps or something, I think they're called. They're a godsend because, yes, when you open that bag of fresh potting soil straight from the store, inevitably we get the gnats, and the way to keep those down, and you'll see that there's nothing floating around here. It won't get out the little babies that are in your soil, but it eventually wipes out the population because you catch the adults on there, so that works. All right, now we'll go into the living room. This is the celery I had potted on, and celeriac, and it's doing really great, growing at a speed that I think is nice and not too leggy, so that's great. They may get potted on, but I hope to keep them in here as long as I can. I've also stuck some dill in just because I had the space there. These are my globe artichokes, which are just getting their first true leaf. So that's good. And then the other little herbs are just some summer savory. This is my experiment with the purple sprouting broccoli, which is a longer growing plant for me here. Oh, what do you think that is? A herb got loose, or who knows? They're doing well. I just come by and put my hand over them or blow on them every now and then. This is just some chives and some green onions, and then last night I just did one more row of succession plant of the green onions. I did give them a little trim, they were taller. This is a sweet basil, but not the one that I was hoping for. Got a lot of it. We'll see. It is growing crazy and so looking leggy. I'll keep my eye on those and probably pot them on. This is just some flowers I've started. Delphinium I had in the refrigerator, and now I've seeded those. And there's some coming up there. And this is, I've got some parsley. And I think that's parsley, yeah. And then these are the tomatoes, the spoon tomatoes, which I found out, well, too late, that they're actually not, as I assumed, a beautiful little tiny plant like many of the miniature tomatoes I've grown inside, which do beautifully and they're ornamental and they're lovely. No, these apparently are crazy huge, almost bush plants, like spidery huge plants. So what am I going to do with them? I don't know. I do have a huge pot that I had the peppers in. You'll recall the big pepper plants that I had over here. I saw signs. First I thought it was just pollen because it was fully in flower, and wiped it off, came back the next day, they were on again, they weren't moving, they were so small, the tiniest white dots. I threw the whole plant outside. I have to be brutal and not allow any bugs in the house. So that pot's free, and these, well, 2 or 3 will go in that pot, and I'll try to contain them without them going too crazy. Then I have eggplants, which surprisingly, this one's called the Black King. The seed was so old, I mean 6 years old, that I was going to throw the pack out and just thought, oh, I'll stick some in, see what comes up. They all came up. I cannot believe it, and I don't know what to do with them now because I certainly will. I can hardly grow them outside, I'm sure. I've grown them inside, but that's too many for inside, so I may be giving them away, or who knew. Now these ones I do want to try outside. That's the Calliope, what is it? Can you read that? Because I can't say it. Calliope? The cute little purple ones. I really want to try those outside. 4 of those I'm fine with. Then the pepper plants. The salsa mix, only 2 came up, although these are slow, they may still come. These popped up right away. I mean, really fast is the Thai. What's it called? Big Thai. It's a red hot. And really healthy plants there. Carmen is just, that was slow, but a week later they came up. I've got 4 of those. And now the hot wax, very slow, is just, I noticed, 1, 2, 3 of the plants there, so maybe the others will come. That's it for the peppers. Here's my Brussels sprouts. And they're looking great. Exactly where I want them to be, actually. And we won't talk about my Norland potatoes in that mess. So I hope everyone's seed starts are doing great. That's all for now. Take care. See you soon.